Hi, my name is Daniel, and welcome to the world of ROMA 3030. The game will take place in a dystopian Neo-Rome in the year 3030, but more on that later. To start, we'll talk about the game's target audience. It will be accessible to all gamers aged 18 and up, as we'll touch on gameplay and dialogue that is inappropriate for younger people. Mobile games are increasing in quality every day, and I want ROMA 3030 to be a part of that. So this game will be made for that market with a heavy focus on single-player story, gameplay second. As mentioned, the story is the main focus, and so we want this mobile game to be different. It's something you can actually sit down and get immersed in, instead of playing here and there when you're waiting in line somewhere. So to dive in, you are a highly skilled employee of the corporation who now has power over the government. Think modern day lobbying, but instead of money, there are operatives of a single corporation pulling the strings in more physical ways. The government either listens or faces the consequences. Over the course of the game, players will witness the rise of the corporation and its motives, along with ethical questions of what the player is doing, thanks to other characters you will meet along the way. Think of this game as a 2D Bioshock, and the idea that those games focus on building the world into a character, and the story over its gameplay, which is still at the end of the day fun.
Much more difficult to do, but we also want a world that's both alive and has a level of detail that's a paradigm shift away from any other video game you've ever seen before. There's just so much to do.
As for the gameplay, the game will be mostly 2D with what the player can interact with. Players can shoot their gun, interact with the game world, have conversations with NPCs in a Fallout kind of dialogue selection way, craft items, and have various tech abilities at their disposal. Players will earn XP from completing missions, as well as taking out enemies in the mission. This will go toward new tech abilities from skill trees, unlock new guns, and crafting recipes. The overall gameplay can be summed up as Assassin's Creed meets Splinter Cell, since players at times will be tasked with hunting down government officials and interrogating them.
I ain't seen nothing, man. I swear. Okay, enough. You want to know who sent me? It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs drugs.
The aesthetics of the game can be described as 8-bit cyberpunk. The objects and player will be in 8-bit, but the background will be a beautiful, vast, and ever-changing 3D-ish environment that provides depth to the game. In essence, creating a 2.5D game, though the player and gameplay is 2D through and through. Players will traverse through familiar Roman architecture, though now completely surrounded by neon lights and skyscrapers of the future. The Last Night was a heavy source of inspiration for this game, since it is a dark and moody shooter, though that is for the Xbox and PC, where this game will aim at the mobile market. As for the competition, it will basically beat any mobile game, since we are all competing for people's time on their phone. That said, those listed below are the key competitors, since they are all quality cyberpunk or envisioning a realistic future struggle game on mobile. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation on ROMA 3030. Have a great day.